got myself some kitchen roll to wipe my brushes with, and I'm just going to put that over here in the corner, and I'm going to put a tube of paint on it so I can dab the kitchen roll without it falling off. So that's just functioning as a paperweight at the moment. Blurring the edges here a bit because I don't need them. I want people to look at the apple, not this edge here. It shouldn't attract too much attention. So if I want something to be out of the focal area, I can blur edges. So see, I'm really looking for the really big shapes. You'll hear me say that all the time, big shapes. I'm not going to draw an apple, I'm not going to draw a plate or a bottle. I'm looking for the really big shapes, as if this is one big toddler jigsaw. Just look for the simple mash shapes, mostly triangles, big triangle here, especially in fabric. Often falls into big shapes that are easy to draw. The only thing that's tricky with fabric is to keep track of things, so consider it as a map. Put your landmarks in, put your main avenues in. Where does the city river runs? And then from your landmarks you can work off the smaller areas. So you know this was a major avenue here. This landmark here was a major avenue, major shape. So keep an eye on all these things, and then you can work into these smaller areas separately. Now there's a bit of paint there. I don't want edges like that because they'll dry up as an edge. Before you know it, that edge ends up in the middle of the apple where I really don't want it. So I'm happy with that for now, and I can just continue working on the rest of the picture, because obviously my painting doesn't go from here till there. My painting goes from edge to edge, and everything is part of the picture. So this area here, and this area there, and this area here, it all needs to work with the picture. And to not drive myself too crazy, I think I should stop soon, so I can look at it later with fresh eyes and see whether I've made a mess or whether what I've done makes sense. As you can see, I'm moving all over the face. I'm not actually focusing on just one area. I'm hopping from one to the next constantly, because I don't want to get stuck on one particular area. Now when you're working on the background, keep an eye out, think about where the light's coming from. So the light's coming from the left, and so it would hit the background, depending on how far away it is, only sideways. And it would probably hit most of the light this way. I'm using the same small brush to just put in some eyelashes really lightly, quite feathered and brushed out, so it doesn't look too drawn on. Now you will have noticed that I build up my painting quite evenly. I don't finish any of the areas more than I finish another area. So everything is always at the same stage of finish. Because I'll be scared that if I work this apple to utter perfection and I find out halfway through, like it happened here for example, that I need to move it or anything, that would be such a shame. So try to work everything at the same rate at all times.